Namaskaram, my dear friends, I am back. I know it's been a while, it's been like a month, but I'm finally back to share with you some of my life stories. So recently, I have just gone through Yogasanas in the Isha Yoga Center in LA. Yay! So basically, I am finally complete in all my sadhana requirements in preparation for Samyama. Though I am still missing Bhava Spandana, but I think for the sadhana part, I am ready. Not ready, but I am complete with all the requirements. I just have to do my sadhana and embed it in my system. So hopefully I get to do BSP either late this year or early next year, hopefully in India. So let me tell you my experience of doing Yogasanas. So it was kind of different. Well, every program is a little different. But Yogasanas basically, I would say, have kneaded my body. Like, kneading a dough. Knead. It was really kind of challenging. I wouldn't say it was the most challenging. I would still say learning Shakti Chalana Kriya, that's within the Shunya program, is more challenging because I had to be in an asana for a prolonged period of time, like a new asana for me for a prolonged period of time, so that was challenging. However, with the Yogasanas, my body needed to be extra flexible to actually do the asanas well. But my yoga teacher was actually really patient. I loved her so much, and she had like a smile throughout the sessions, and she acknowledged and addressed all questions that was asked of her like gracefully. Her name is Jean. And Surya Kriya, I would say, was more straightforward. Surya Kriya had some sort of a flow in it that seemed kind of familiar because how the Western culture have absorbed yoga. I think the Surya Kriya and Surya Shakti is like the flagship or like the poster of all yoga there is in the Western world. That's like what you see first. So I felt like Surya Kriya was easier because my brain was already exposed to it, familiar with it. And here's the thing, I really think doing Surya Kriya and Surya Shakti has prepared me for Yogasanas because just the flow of it also allowed me to loosen up my body, make my body more flexible, which allowed me to be more prepared for Yogasanas. And I think also maybe being vegetarian is a factor. My body is not as tight as when I ate meat. So think about it, being vegetarian, such a good outcome for your body. Also, the only instructions I had prior to attending the Yogasanas program, the instructions I have from my email was for me to stay completely on an empty stomach condition prior to the sessions. So I did that preparation before the start of every session. So there are 4 sessions, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And that gap in between is when you can eat and actually process the food, so you'll be in an empty stomach condition again. So that was that. Story time though, very interesting. Because the second day of Yogasanas, just right after we finished our morning session, my friend and I had to go grab lunch real quick so we can digest our food throughout the time. So we actually went to like a nice restaurant that had a really nice view of the forest. I had in mind what I had to order. It was vegetarian. And when I ordered, I said the wrong thing. It was still a vegetarian option, more of a vegan option, but it's not necessarily what I had in mind. But so I ate it. It was still good. And so I ate it. Towards the end of our second session of the second day, I could really feel I had a really bad headache. It comes and goes, it comes and goes. And when my friend drove me home, I noticed that the headache was in and out. It became intense and then it faded and then it became intense and then it faded. And then I got really dizzy that I wanted to throw up. And so just when we were about a mile away from where I live, I had to hold my mouth closed or else I would have hurled. So yes, just right outside our apartment, I stepped out and then I hurled. I hurled a lot. I probably hurled like at least 5 times. And then after the 5th time maybe, like the headache went away and I felt so much better right after. So I was thinking to myself, it could be food poisoning. But if it was food poisoning, it would have affected me during the session, the afternoon session. Or here's my theory. Doing so much asanas, part of the yoga asanas throughout those 2 days within that 4 sessions, I feel like my body and energy system have realigned in some way, where it rejected the food that I ate during lunch and it just basically wanted to discard everything that was left of it that was still in my stomach. There's not a lot, but I don't know. I think that was the concept as to why I got sick. So I thought that was very interesting. Maybe I'm just saying that to say that I honestly really feel like in my system, it could just be my brain. Again, it could just be my brain. But I really feel like when I do my sadhana and when I add something to my sadhana, it really improves the alignment of my body. Everything of me, including my energy system, it just makes me like a really, really better, well-oiled human. So what I'm saying, guys, is sadhana has really helped me immensely throughout my life, which was only like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. But it has changed me completely. So I wish you all get to be touched by the miracle there is, the magnificence there is, and the grace there is in doing sadhana. May we all be soaked in this grace. Namaskaram. Until next time, you guys, okay? I have more to follow. Bye.